Messy. I don't believe they ever talk about how the plague is spread, but if it's by air contact, we're in a room with a bunch of bodies. Let's read. Did I read his bio? Yes, I did.
I can
Let's
spare
talk to
no
him.
time for your idle chatter. And this is in addition to all our other duties. Tending to the dead.
He won't talk to you no matter what you do. Here we have a nurse. This elf has been on a run of her feet, caring for the endless number of plague victims that pass through here. She looks very tired. I believe you can talk to her?
I greet you.
What do you want? And be quick about it. Can't you see how busy I am here? Can I ask you questions? Make it quick. My time is better spent easing the pain of my patients. What can you tell me about the plague? As much as most, less than some, I suppose. I've seen my share of the dead and dying since I started to work on here tending the sick. I was a midwife before the plague, but there ain't many babies being born now. Not live ones, anyhow. I heard Castle Never needed nurses to tend their sick and dying, so I came. Are you afraid of contracting the plague yourself? Some people won't have nothing to do with the sick. They board themselves in the houses and don't come out for no reason, and they still get the wailing death. The Hellmites don't catch it from helping the sick, so why should I? The plague takes who it wants, when it wants. Nothing anyone can do about that. Is there anything else you want to know, or can I get back to my duties? So, apparently, if you're boarded in houses, you still can get the plague, but being around them, you can't. Very interesting. Now, this is basically before we get attacked by Airbeth. This is the hub of the first act.
Listen to me here. I must speak with you.
Each act has their own hub. Basically, I'll go over it once we talk to Airbeth, because she'll keep talking to me until I do.
Welcome to you. I regret I did not get a chance to introduce myself properly to you while you were training at the Academy. I am Lady Airbeth de Tilmarand, Paladin in the service of Tyr, and the right hand of Nasha Alagondar, Lord of Neverwinter. I have been waiting for you.
You were waiting for me? No. Sorry, that would be a bit more. Why not? Actually, you're waiting for me. Why?
I have been following your progress since your early training at the Academy. Neverwinter has need of one like you if we are to survive the wailing death. The attack on the Academy doused the one faint spark of hope the city had. I need you to help recover that which we have lost.
It would be an honor to serve you, Lady Airbeth.
I knew I could count on you. There are many rumors about the plague, but if you are to aid me in this, it is important you know the truth about the wailing death. Our divine healers can do nothing to help those afflicted by the wailing death. And even our most powerful magic cannot raise those who succumb to the illness. But a short time ago, we had word that Kelvin Blackstaff Arunson, the famous Archmage of Waterdeep, had discovered a potential cure, one that might be concocted from the essence of 4 rare and magical creatures.
I've heard such rumors before.
Under great secrecy, the 4 creatures were gathered in Waterdeep, then sent here to Neverwinter. As strange a menagerie as any has ever set eyes on. A cockatrice, an intellect devourer, a yonti, and a dryad.
No, we didn't see that creature there. You'll find out later why.
I ordered them sent to the Academy, Neverwinter's renowned training institution for adventurers of every ilk. I once studied there myself, and I thought the instructors and students were loyal to Lord Nasher.
So you think someone within the Academy betrayed you?
The Academy may have been betrayed from within, or perhaps I simply put too much faith in the instructors, students, and staff to keep this news secret, as Desta claims. You were there. You saw the slaughter. The attack caught us unprepared. You are one of only a handful of survivors from the carnage of the Academy.
From far as I can tell, Pavel, you never see him again, so I'd break it to you, Pavel fans. You don't meet any other survivors to my knowledge, and if you do, I do apologize.
Fenthic and Desta arrived with reinforcements.
Aside from those
but during the confusion of battle, the Waterdevian creatures disappeared into the streets of Neverwinter, and our hopes of a cure vanished with them.
How may I serve you in this, Lady Airbeth?
Your task in this is twofold. First, find the Waterdevian creatures and bring them back to me, at any cost. We need to harvest components from these creatures if we are to concoct a cure for the wailing death. This is your most important duty.
This is the prime mission of the entire first act, in case you're wondering.
Second, We must discover who was behind the attack on the Academy. Any evidence you uncover in this matter should be brought to Fenthic. He is the one assigned the task of unmasking our hidden enemy.
So basically, throughout the first act, you can find different notes and letters that point towards the cult and the reason behind why this plague is spreading. You'd bring those to Fenthic. You can bring them to Airbeth, and she'll be like, "No, I don't want those," and she'll send you on your way to Fenthic. Airbeth only wants the different aspects of the different creatures. Depending on what you want. City Watch can't help. Why would you choose me? Anyway, I will do as you command, Lady
I
Airbeth.
ask for your discretion in this matter. News of the attack and strange creatures roaming the city will only add to the panic and chaos already in the streets. To aid you in your task, I will give you this Stone of Recall. You will find it to be a valuable tool in your quest. You can activate the Stone of any time you go through the teleport. There is little else I can tell you about this mission. Whenever you need provisions, come speak to me again, and I can sell them to you through the store here at Tyr's Temple. Take this gold so you can buy the necessary supplies for your mission. Remember to stock up on healing potions before you go. They will be critical to your survival. I think the Hellmite is arrogant, sanctimonious, self-righteous, and holier than thou. Forgive me for being so blunt, but Dester and I do not see eye to eye. Dester challenges my every decision on general principle, or so it would seem. He is constantly accusing me of abandoning my faith and not trusting enough in the power of the divine.
Why do you put up with him?
Sometimes I think Dester and his Hellmites do more to hinder my efforts than help them. But Fenthic assures me they bring hope to the city, and hope is something the people desperately need. Is there anything else?
You can ask her a multitude of questions, but none really piqued my interest, and I can go back and ask her if you have any specific questions about her. I'll try to answer in the comments. As she said,
welcome. Do you have news?
Yeah, basically, I need to talk to you. I require temple services.
Or is there something else you need?
And I am injured. She will cast a very high up cleric spell that will remove all your damage and all status effects. So we're just gonna sell all that I don't need. Spells and scrolls go for a pretty high price, in case you're wondering. A short bow is never bad. A ranged weapon overall is never bad just to keep on hand in case something arises. Generally, I probably won't be using that because I don't see a lot of use in it. As I kind of skipped over, the Stone of Recall is an ability that will take you back to the hub at any time, but there is, of course, a cost to it, like most things. Alright, so here in the Halls of Justice, our hub, we have a recall portal. Now, if you use the Stone of Recall, you appear at this portal. However, to get back through, we will have to pay a certain amount of gil. In this first act, it's only 50 gold, so it's not that much considering, but it gets higher and higher as it goes on. You have a divining pool, which allows you to put items you don't want in there, basically your storage of the game. If you die, you will appear here. At any point during the game, if you die, it will cost you experience and gold to be resurrected by this character. If you die, at any point you talk to him and he'll send you right back to where you died. Now, if we go through this store, I believe we will get a earlier quest if I am able to persuade him enough. We talk to Olaf.
Greetings of the even-handed to you. Welcome to the House of Tyr. I am Reverend Judge Olaf Uskar, in service of the maimed god.
My name's Connor. I have some questions for you. What's your position here? Persuade. If you're a cleric, he will already give you the quest, as far as I can tell. But you have to give him a bit more persuading if you want to do it with any other class, so persuade. I might still be able to help. Failure, so you just want to keep kind of doing this, and eventually he will accept you.
Greetings.
There. Perhaps I was too quick to judge. You seem sincere enough, you may be able to understand why this is so important. So he's going to talk about the quest here, so I'll just read that off for you. In the weeks before the plague, we uncovered the tomb of this character, Fairblade. She traveled widely with Never, founder of Neverwinter. It was a great discovery and gave clues to the whereabouts of the founding resting place. That would have been a great discovery indeed. The plague undoubtedly complicated things. Yes, it did. It was very unfortunate, because pursuing these tombs becomes all more important with the city in crisis that it is. People are scared, and lack of progress on a cure diminished their hopes. A find like this would buoyancy their spirits. There is a chance that these powerful artifacts could be found alongside Never's remains, though I wouldn't rest my hopes upon it. I will find these tombs. I will welcome your aid in this matter. You couldn't have arrived at a more fortuitous time. Here, take this letter with my seal. It signifies that you act with my sanction. Take it to Briley in the Peninsula district, and he will aid you. He guards one of the tombs already found. It is in a basement in the east side of the peninsula. Oh my god, I can't say that. Sorry. In the district. Return to me when you find anything, and I will reward you. So yeah, that's one of the earlier quests you can do in this game. Oops. We'll go back to the cabinet when I see a point. So as we are about to leave, we have Tomi, our first recruitment. He's the thief, and he can be very useful, but at the end of the video, I will talk more about him. So we got out here into the city core. As we do so, we are about to get attacked by this woman, Bethany, who spawned right in front of us, which was actually horrifying. So, what she has to say to us is, she wants to talk about what's happened. It's in the Peninsula District. I live there, and it's just horrible. The killing, everyone running for their lives. It's horrible. Easy there. Tell me when you're ready. Okay. I came from the Peninsula District. That's where my home was. Now it's too dangerous to go there. The prisoners are killing everyone. It's awful. Well, it's kind of complicated. The Peninsula District... I'm having so much trouble with that word, I'm sorry. District houses the Neverwinter prison. The families of the guards and such live around there. It's been safe for years. It changed a little while ago. The guards never came home from work one day, and now the prisoners are everywhere. First a plague, and now the threat of a knife in your belly. I'll see what I can do. You stay here where it's safe. Thank you. I can't say how much this means to me. Do you need directions? I'll tell you just to be sure. And she'll tell you where it is. That's just going to give you a background onto the first location we'll be heading to. So yes, the prisoners are released. I don't know where this lag is coming from, and I do apologize for it. The first part first of all, we want to go to end up this recording session, is we want to go to the Trade of Blades. There are a lot of people you can just talk to in the city. It's completely up to you, whoever you want to talk to. There is a mage and a ranger quest, but I'll go over those in my next session. Here is where we can find pretty much every single companion except for Tomi. Here we have Daelan, I believe I said that correct. Regardless, he is a half-orc barbarian. He comes highly recommended for a mage, wizard, sorcerer class, as he is going to be your frontline fighter. Sharwyn, I believe her name is, how it's pronounced anyway, is a bard. She is too dual-bladed as I am, and she's a pretty good buffer, from what I recall. So yeah, she's very good. She can be ranger up close. Here we have Grimgnaw, who is a monk. He's an evil alignment, so you might argue if you are a good character, he does a lot of good things. As a monk, he's very weak in combat. You couldn't send him off. Like, if you were a mage, you could get away with using him, but he dies extremely easily. So if you prefer not to go back and resurrect him, it's probably not the greatest choice. This is not a recruitable character, but he's just kind of there. Thought I would mention him. Or show him, at least. Linu, I believe her name is pronounced. She is the Cleric, so she come up fighting with you and heal you. Though healing for companions is a little iffy in this game, because sometimes it'll work, and other times they'll just ignore your existence. There's one more character we can recruit here, and it's Boddyknock. He's a gnome sorcerer. I've never actually used him. I've used pretty much everyone else in this room, but I've never used him as a mage, because I've generally been a mage. as a mage, though he's pretty weak, his magical skills are quite powerful as far as I can tell from seeing him in action. Anyway, this is where I want to end my recording session. Every episode beforehand was going to be broken up into parts. Basically, I want you guys to decide what companion I should use. I have a companion in mind if nobody comments. But I hope you do comment as to what companion you want me to use throughout this game. You can pick your favorite companion, a companion you ever used, and whoever has the most votes or likes or whatever, I will take along for the adventure. Each companion has their own special quest, and they will follow you through each act, and as far as I can remember, each act they have their own quest, but you have to be on good terms with them. So this has been Connor Necromancer. I hope you've enjoyed the past few episodes of Neverwinter Nights, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.